Ain't no loving my man, shoe up, ooh. Ain't no loving my man, shoe up, ooh. If any of you actually get that reference, let me know. Jimmy Neutron, Excelsior. Alright everyone, here we are for another DVD menu tour. We're finally out of season 14 and we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite DVDs. Today's DVD we're looking at is Day of the Diesels. Think you can see that? Yep. We got a pretty good poster right here, a good dynamic one. We got Diesel 10 up there with Dart, Salty, Den, and Mavis. Then we have the title, and then Thomas in front of the Diesel Works. Fairly standard. The side, entertainment logo, Thomas and Friends, Day of the Diesels, portrait shot of Thomas from the front, and distributed by Lionsgate. On the back, we have Thomas and Friends, rivalry on the rails in this exciting movie adventure. We got our blurb, meet Flynn, Belle, Den, and Dart. We saw this previously with Misty Island Rescue. Although Belle's only featured in a screenshot, but she's not really in this promo picture. It's a good promo picture, though. Bonus features. Fiery Flynn to the rescue. It's again Day of the Diesels, and Here the Engines Coming karaoke music videos. O's Steamy and Diesel learn how they work, which is a feature, which is a learning segment. And your copyright information out at the bottom. We'll put a sucker inside. Disc is a squished up version of the poster art, as always. But we're not done yet. We have another DVD to take a look at that is also Day of the Diesels. Remember this, buddy? We'll open her up inside. Flip through here. It's this is my childhood copy of Day of the Diesels. How do we know that? Just like with a couple other childhood copies, the disc is scratched as hell. If you can see that. Ugh. It's terrible. But yeah, we're taking a look at this copy of Day of the Diesels mainly due to the fact because this one here, it won't play. In fact, the Fiery Flynn game won't play on it. Holy crap almighty, everyone. This is a big step up, a big leap in Thomas and Friends history. We actually have a moving menu this time. Holy crap. This was the first Thomas DVD to feature a moving menu since, well, Calling All Engines, because that was the last time they had a moving menu. And look at this. You got clips from the movie in the background. You got this golden trim around it. You got a blue background. Oh, it looks so dang good. Oh, this is awesome. And I'm going to be honest. As much as people think this movie is bad, I think this movie and the DVD it's with is packaged pretty darn good. I love it. So what do we have for scenes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah. What do we have for audio setup? English, Spanish, French. Ooh. English 5.1. Now, I think the first movie was either Hero of the Rails or Misty Island Rescue, one of the two, but I think they also had English 5.1, but for this movie, for the rest of the movies, we'll see this English 5.1 until about Big World Big Adventures, but we'll cover that beast when we get there. We also have menu and play at the bottom. So yeah. What do we have for bonus features? Fiery Flynn to the rescue. It's a game karaoke music video, Day of the Diesels, and Here the Engines Coming. I think out of all these, both songs here are pretty darn good. Day of the Diesels is a pretty darn good rock song, and Here the Engines Coming is a very fun sound song. video, Steamies and Diesels, learn how they work, and Hero of the Rails, a sneak peek Hero of the Rails app. So, if you're all wondering what this little featurette type thing here is, let me kind of explain it. What it essentially is it's like a learning segment. It's like the ones we've had in the past, in the Calling All Engines, for example. Oh, this is a CGI version. They have 2 CGI renders for this, which was Thomas and Diesel, and they're just like the ones on the show. And all it does is really goes through the Steamies and Diesels, type of thing. I would play it for you, but I don't think I can and do it without getting copyrighted. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. But we are going to play this game to elongate this menu tour. How's that?
Flynn is a bright red fire engine.
Yeah, I played this game before. We don't need to go through it.
Thomas is pulling.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that muted for a while.
Aim his water cannon at the barrel marked with the yellow triangle.
I thought it was gonna be the red one. People think Fiery Flynn is a pretty, terrible character, at least in the Nitrogen era. But I don't think this game is terrible. This is pretty fun. And I think the episodes in season 17 and 18 devoted to season 17 devoted to Flynn was pretty good.
Aim Flynn's water cannons at the barrel with the red triangle.
I'll be honest, this movie, a lot of people hate Day of the Diesels, but I don't think it's bad. In my own personal opinion, I think Day of the Diesels is it's not a solid movie. It's not like Lost Treasure or The Adventure Begins, but I still think it's a pretty good film. I think it's up there with, trying to think, let's see, King of the Railway, for example. It's not a terrible film.
Aim is more.
But it, and it has some good animation, good music, and all that. But and voice acting, and I think the story could work if it was given maybe a rewrite. I feel like this movie is a step up in Misty Island Rescue. I think Misty Island was a horrible film. But thankfully we don't have to cover Misty Island anytime soon. It's just good stuff from here on out.
It looks like filling up a barrel at his what?
Also, in my opinion, The Great Race, Misty Island Rescue, and Day of the Diesels had the best marketing out of any movie, of any Thomas film.
Aim his water cannons to fill up the barrel with the red star.
Why is that flatbed? Why was there even an option for the flatbed? There isn't even a barrel on it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, I was saying, it was, what I was saying was, that, Day of the Diesels, Misty Island Rescue, and The Great Discovery had amazing marketing. And I think it's a pretty good, I think that, that's pretty good because that was when Trackmaster was at its peak. Who's with me? I was always a Trackmaster take-and-play kid. I did get into Wooden Railway from 2014 to 2019, but then I would still be doing, I would still get, collect, Trackmaster and take-and-play between them.
You were really useful today. You helped Thomas.
Thank you, Michael Brandon. I don't think we need the rest of that. So yeah, you can obviously see we have the water buckets filled up over here. We got the options over here. We have the title, and there's Flynn. And again, this kind of uses the same setup as hide and seek game. What else? What other game was there? In the past 2 games on Thomas in Charge was Thomas's Amazing Adventures, and the hide and seek game for Pop Goes Thomas. They were pretty good. I enjoyed those. I think this is one of the reasons why we love these DVDs. Thomas is on its all-time peak in quality. And if we click menu, this screen pops up. Look for Fiery Flynn and Rescue on the Rails. Available on DVD September 2011. Look for that. Yeah, that was a pretty good game, and that surprised me when I first saw that. So, with all that being said, we'll wrap this menu tour up by heading back to the main menu. So, I want to thank you all so much for watching and tuning in today. I really had a blast making this one. I thought this was really a much better step up of quality from Misty Island and Rescue and all season 14. And but yeah, I had a great time doing this. We want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now, everyone.